Between Israel Adesanya and Anderson Silva. The former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit. And that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. All right, so here he is, the undefeated Israel Adesanya. His crowning achievement, at least to this point in time, UFC 236, a monumental, unanimous decision win over Kelvin Gastelum in what was one of the best title fights you or I have ever seen.
One of the greatest fights of all time. And to watch Israel Adesanya go out in round 5 when the fight is on the line and have his very best round of the fight was inspiring for anyone that likes mixed martial arts. If you're a fan of a young guy like Israel, to see him do that, to earn that title, is very, very assuring as he's getting ready to go forward in his career. To achieve that goal in such a short amount of time is truly, truly unheard of.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Silva is 14 years the elder. Adesanya is 2 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing.
Ready? Ready?
All right, well, the fans wanted to see this fight. Ask and you shall receive as round 1 gets underway between Anderson Silva and Israel Adesanya. And the focus for the last style bender here tonight is on the finish.
It has to be. He has to go out there and make a statement. He has to go out there and take one of his longtime idols and finish him. That can be difficult mentally, but Anderson is so tough, it will also be very difficult for him to accomplish physically.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes. Big punch lands through the middle. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Well, no surprise, the striker has come out at his aggressive best here early, really throwing everything with fight-ending intentions.
He's throwing everything to end the fight, and he has to, because the longer this fight goes, his opponent has the advantage. Nice straight punch.
35 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And he landed a nice hook shot there, DC.
Fantastic takedown.
Single leg takedown is good. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
And he's back up. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Oh!
Oh. And he comes through with a big knee.
dig and kick.
Oh! Oh, look at that head snap back as he connects with another uppercut. Not the first time he's landed that weapon tonight.
That's his best shot, man. He's so good at it. He's so good at finding it. And when you think you got a beat on the right uppercut, he shifts his weight off to the side and lands it on the left side. What a great understanding of landing that punch.
5 minutes in the books. All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Nice kick landed there by Silva, lands flush. All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them.
Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, trying to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. That right hand landed.
Just unable to quite find that range. Silva gets absolutely melted by that head kick. Big elbow there, lands.
Oh, nice jab. Oh, nice high kick.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Well, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but 61 total strikes have won. Oh, that is as big a strike as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control an opponent like that. Hard to get out of.
It's very difficult to get out of. Look and notice how tight his elbows are as he's maneuvering and moving his opponent into positions where he can get off his strikes.
Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It takes so much energy to just throw a strike, but to be whipping like this, it only exhausts you because every moment he's trying to throw is not going to figure out, but you're just catching air. It doesn't feel good. It's also embarrassing. Oh, nice.
Oh, the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. He gets to his spot, the Thai clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal. Nice jab.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good knockout.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Well, just as he did the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Right hook to the head. And boy, you see on that punch right there, his opponent's compromised. right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. 78 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And landing with 40% accuracy tonight against Anderson Silva. Well, Silva's lower jaw did. Oh, a thunderous leg kick bounces him a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. Hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Well, we know knees to be some of the most destructive strikes in MMA, and he's got that part of his game. Not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel